Hello, everybody, and that was Silent Commandson 50 for a second. Now, the last time I actually played this, I messed up. And as it turns out, I actually didn't kill everything. So I'm gonna have to go through it again and actually kill everything. What, did you kill it? Oh, come on. Okay. So as it turns out, you actually have to walk around for a while and actually, grind random encounters like in most RPGs. Which is kind of annoying because experience grinding is one of my least favorite parts of RPGs. But eh, here we have the scum of the earth. So that joke's really funny. I love it. Oh, look at what I've done. Oh well. So, I forgot. So I've already played through this if you saw the last video, so I'm just going through it again to do this the correct way. I'm probably going to be speeding through this because I already did this, but I actually have to get a legit part 1 out. Because the last one was part 0 because it was simply my first time through the actual beginning of the game. So this episode is more of an actual beginning. I skipped the boring part because that's just hand-holding. I don't like it. This entire section, really, I like at least how fast it goes compared to a lot of other beginning sections in RPGs. However, unlike Earthbound, which this is commonly compared to, you're not just from the immediate get-go placed in the brunt of the game like you are in that game. Which approach is actually better? I don't know. I kind of like not having your hand held throughout the entire experience. However, I also appreciate knowing enough about a game that's rather different. Also, as I found out while playing around and trying to figure out why I didn't kill everything, you only actually have to push this one. So you can skip those other 2 rocks completely. So what we're going to do is go through this. Oh dear, forgot about these. Okay. Oh, come on. Are these the exploding ones or are they the regular ones? Okay, they look like the regular ones. So we'll take this guy out. 3 EXP is kind of shameful, really. This guy's gonna say his rock thing again. I played through this game, or not this game, this section of the game at least a bunch of times to try and figure out what I did wrong. Now, I don't actually have to kill this guy if I kill all the enemies. He actually won't appear, I don't think. But this is a pretty fun mini-boss fight, actually. It's rather challenging compared to everything else. It's rather nice because only the fight at the end of this section has any challenge whatsoever. So if you really want to see a genuine first reaction and more humorous sort of commentary, then watch the first one. This is just me going through to show you how that was actually supposed to go. So he's nearly done on health. Just gonna dodge this attack. Oops, that was really bad. Okay, there we go. Now he actually makes us lose 1 experience, which is rather annoying. But, doesn't really matter because it's not gonna take away enough. We're not even at level 2 yet, which is kind of annoying. Was there something Oh yeah, refill my health. So, what we're gonna really do is just speed through this as quickly as possible because it's a lot faster if you get the toy knife immediately. So I'm gonna head over there to try and speed through this section, or all the sections. Oh yeah, I actually did it correctly while doing another recording, but my hotkeys didn't start working until today, so it actually didn't record. As I found out, that little frog right there in the background, he actually disappears once you kill all the monsters. Which is an interesting detail, because you probably end up actually killing him. Head down here, grab the faded ribbon. That's another thing I found. So that's your very first item. Then, go to this one. This one leads to the switch. Thing is, in this section, there's 2 extra rooms you actually have to visit. 2 of these contain vegetable monsters. Take him out. Oh, dearie me. Listen, see, this combo is not. I don't like this combo. Not sure. I don't. Okay, those weren't the exploding ones. That's good. I think that the maximum level you can actually get before facing Goat Lady is 4. I may have gotten to 5 once, but I don't think so. This guy is really easy. All he does is sit in place like a wimp. So with a few good slashes, he should go down. My level just increased. Now, in 2 of these rooms, you'll find these guys. Not that difficult to defeat. They have one rather difficult attack, but other than that, that normal carrot falling attack they do is not that difficult. This is the one you really got to watch out for. If this at any point looks easy, it's because I've done this a lot, and even I still take damage a lot. This isn't the most difficult section. However, it is still rather difficult if you haven't played it a bunch. Especially these guys. They're a nightmare if you don't know how to dodge. So this attack is easy to dodge. You know, Napstablook earlier. Oh gosh! Whoa, whoa! Throwing me in front of the bus a bit there, Gam. But earlier, he has this one electric shock attack, which is really annoying. Because it is just the most difficult thing to dodge ever. Oops. See, this is what happens when I talk and don't pay attention to the game. So now it's time to actually pay attention to the game. Now this is the part where you kind of gotta do things. This isn't the right one, is it? Yeah. Well, so much for speeding through it. Cause I always forget which one it is. Not sure if it's always the orange or whatever, but head over here. Now this is where the real part begins. Now this part is going to take the longest out of the entire thing. Let's go here, toy knife, grab it. That's going to help you quite a bit. Now, I don't know too much about this game. Just saying that right now. I know this part, but everything else I know comes from friends and stuff who've played it. So if at any point I don't know what something is, please don't, like, hate me for it. Even if it's ridiculously obvious. I know very little. I know what some of the last bosses are. I know who some of the later characters are, but actual gameplay wise, I have like no clue. I'm not exactly sure how this works later on, but so what I find to be the best thing to do is wander around in this area. Ooh, and we also got a 3. Oh gosh, this ain't. The toy knife here is seriously helping out. So, you see that? We're doing much, much more damage to these guys than we were before. Although we haven't really seen one of the little Cyclops things before. Look at that. So this attack, now that we got rid of the most difficult one, it's not going to be that difficult. However, I'm not liking these odds. And the fact that I can't time anything. Thankfully, we got down to just this guy. He's easy. Because that's literally all he does. Oops. Wow, we still did 11 damage with that. The main point here is you gotta kill as many enemies as you can. And at some point, it'll say nobody came. And all the save points are just gonna say determination. That means we successfully completed our goal. So this is going to literally be it. From my understanding, as you kill more and more, the spawn rate actually decreases. So I'm going to have to walk around for a little while. I don't remember that happening on my other playthroughs of this part. But maybe I just got really lucky. Depends, right? So I shall now walk in circles. Oh, wow. Either there's way more enemies than I originally thought, or I'm getting very lucky this time. So I remember the first time I did this, it took like no time at all. And I tried it like a second time just to refresh myself on it, and it took absolutely forever. Oh, it's this attack. There we go. Oh. Okay. Well, he's like dead. I did not level up from that. Let's use some of this. Be prepared to watch a lot of this, because that's a lot of what this series is going to be. I'll go through major story stuff, but for the most part, it's just going to be this. Now, these guys are the most difficult, because they have that stupid exploding thing that's impossible to guess when it's going to happen. Although once you level up decently, they're easy to take out. So, next step. Just keep on fighting these guys. I'm really hoping, not exactly sure how many battles I've beaten, but I think you need like 12. Not sure if it's battles or enemies specifically, but I know it's somewhere around 12 to finally progress past this area. As said, I've played this at least twice just to really find out as much as I can, because I do not like going into things unprepared. There we go. I've noticed it's starting to slow down a bit. Now double these guys. Oh, crikey. One of them is using that attack, another is using that attack. Don't like that. Thankfully, he's dead already. What the heck? Are you not allowed to touch the sides? That's mean. There we go. That should be enough to take him out. How much money Yeah, I got lots of the money. The spawn rate is going to drastically go down now. Just continue walking. I really wish I could speed this up, but I can't because my editing skills are terrible. And I don't have any good editing software that lets me just speed up clips. Or at least without having tons of their promotional material. Take down that guy because his attack is annoying. There we go. Got down to oh dear. Farmed locally. There are farms down here. Not sure if their dialogue. Oh dear. Not sure if their dialogue actually like influences what their attack is going to be. Ah, this is what I get for trying to talk and dodge. This is why I could never do an LP of the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Because if I talk, I can't concentrate on dodging. So during some of the boss fights, I'm probably gonna have to be silent, which may not be the best idea, but I'm gonna have to do it if I actually want to beat them on film. So continue walking around as good old Bart Simpson here. Well, he doesn't got the hair, but he's got the skin, and he's got the whole kid look. Probably a guy, although he's got the ugliest hairstyle in the universe. Not sure if I mentioned this last time, but this guy, his hair is garbage. Like, maybe it's just a little roughly for falling, but seriously, style, or at least give him a haircut. Just look at this. So it's like he got a mullet or something like that. And I can't remember the last good video game character that had a mullet. If you can actually think of one and you feel like commenting, please tell me. I'll look him up, maybe. But other than his hairstyle, one of his legs is like thicker. Not sure why I'm talking about all this, but why not, right? Okay, you see that right there? It said, but nobody came. That is your cue. That means you've successfully killed every single monster in the area. So that's cool. Now, some people that I talk to them about let's playing this game. And they're all cool about that when I said I want to do the route where you kill everyone. Because I've read Game Informer, like most people who have read Game Informer. And I know that this game has multiple paths. And when I said I'd start on the path where you murder everything, people always give me this weird look. Like, personally, I tried doing the, I think it was called Negotiator, although I could be wrong. I tried doing the whole Negotiator path, but it was just really boring. It wasn't as satisfying. That's the word. It really feels satisfying to just grind for monster kills, and eventually you finally get, oh yeah, the frog is gone because I probably killed him. R.I.P. Froggy. Froggy 2016. R.I.P. Rest in potatoes and vegetoids. So, even if you couldn't hear that, yeah, it's much more satisfying to actually, work towards such a goal, because in the other routes, as far as I can tell or have heard, there's nothing like that. So you don't have something really to work to. And I'm the guy who isn't really motivated by a story as much as gameplay. So when there's a gameplay goal you can really focus towards, it's actually fun to do. Yeah. I will say the dodging is pretty fun, but the combat system is really that deep. You might, hate me for saying that, but the dodging is really the part of the battles that you'll enjoy. If you're into, any RPG ever other than this, you're probably not going to like the combat system because it isn't at all deep or complex. Oh, see, once you kill all the monsters, it'll just say determination, because you exercised great determination in murdering everything. I love how she says butterscotch cinnamon pie, but she doesn't immediately give you peace. Also, snail pie is probably the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. Here's my room, or what would be my room if I actually stayed. Now she says that something's burning. Let's see, does she? She doesn't even go to the stinking kitchen. So here's the pie. Nice detail. It doesn't have any slices taken out of it. If you remember last time, it actually had a slice taken out of it, which is pretty cool. But what I really love is, if you actually interact with the cabinets, it'll say something different if you kill everything. And red text says, Where are the knives? Because I really need to bring more knives, right? Knife slash Sorrow Demo is the best song ever! Yeah. If I could play Knives, Sorrow, Our Lady of Sorrows, or Bring More Knives right now, that would be the best. That stinking song has swearing in it, and I think that someone might get annoyed. Here, give me a sec. Oh, you're gonna see my desktop. No, you're not, actually. I can't cut, sadly. But that would have been awesome. Wait, you know what I could do? I could. No, actually, I couldn't. I swear. Okay, so just go to bed. Kind of nice. Reminds me of this one animation, this one abridged series.
Knowing that I could die at any moment, I did the only thing that a sane person would do. Go into hiding where no one would find me. I found you. Ah!
Just sleep.
Why does my bed feel like knives? I put them there to protect you. What?
Go to sleep. Eh. If you've seen that abridged series, let me know, because at least that part was pretty stinking funny. That girl reminded me of my cousin. If they went like 5 seconds without speaking a Japanese word, then lucky, right? Well, that's an exaggeration, but now it's time to be the biggest jerk in the entire universe. She literally like adopts you and gives you a pie, lets you sleep, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm literally just gonna constantly say, "How the heck do I get out of here?"
How the heck do I get out of here? I really don't want to be raised by a gold lady in a weird underground society where things are really weird and stuff. This voice is actually really annoying, even though I can make it really easily.
So yeah, that voice. I tried talking it in school, and people don't appreciate it because they found it really annoying. I can see why, but I'll use it for actual voice acting. What? What did that just say? That snails make terrible shoelaces? How would you know? You don't even wear shoes. What I find really interesting is I've actually beaten her to the stairs before, or to this screen, and yet she just teleported. Also, you can hit a button to skip text. Call me an idiot, but
I never knew that before, so that's really useful to know because this part takes stinking forever if you're not.
okay, every time I see red text, I'm gonna use the squeaky voice. It'll be the best. Now, some people have called this scene heartbreaking when I tell them about it, but I find it really funny, actually. Call me sadistic or whatever, but it's actually kind of funny because in pretty much every other path, it takes like forever. I love how you just think it's gonna be a normal boss fight. I love it. Oh, crikey. Okay. Wasn't paying enough attention there, but eh. So you're just expecting a normal boss battle, right? So you're like, okay, you want to fight? You're like, okay, and then BAM! 22,033.
You really hate me that much. Now I see who I was protecting by keeping you here. Not you, but them.
I can't mimic that laugh. That's terrible. Broken heart. Yeah. So that's it. I found that really funny because you're expecting a normal boss fight, and then just out of the blue you kill him in one hit. Not exactly the most fun, if you ask me. I actually prefer the route where you just do a regular fight, because that's way more fun. But here's good old forest, flower gump right here. You're not really human, are you? No, you're empty on the inside, just like me. In fact, you're Kara, right? We're still inseparable after all these years. Listen, I have a plan to become all powerful, even more powerful than you and your stolen soul. Let's destroy everything in this wretched world. Everyone, everything, and these worthless memories. Let's turn them all to dust. Sounds like a monologue by Kim Jong Un. Yeah, North Korea, you're awesome, but That guy's really holding you back. Well, yes, that is a wonderful idea. And why the heck did you have a British accent for a second? That's a wonderful idea. Now I'm going to end it right here because this video is probably long enough already. In the next part, a door. I bought all this stuff and I never even used it. Oh well, it'll probably be different in the next video because I'll go and do some stuff, but yeah. That was Chromanson50 plays Genocide Simulator 2016 Earthbound Edition. Good